Look around, get your heads up. From this point on, everything we do today, it's heads up, it's chins up. We're not looking at the ground again. Look each other in the fucking eye. This is the last time this group is ever going to be together. This is the last time we ever get to play together. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else with anyone else. Who's fucking ready? Who's fucking ready? Woo! We kick off, and from the moment we fucking kick off, we are into these blokes. We're into it for 80 minutes. And after 80 minutes, we walk off and we have a beer and we sing a song because we just won. In front of our family, in front of our friends, on our soil, on our terms. You know what you do that brought you here. You know what you bring to this team. You know what you bring to the team, so do you. I'm telling you, they will not go with us if you all bring your best. Let's go, let's fucking get in. Get it higher, Stocky's on 3, 1, 2, 3, Stocky!
But before we get there, let's rewind the clock back a couple days. The further this tour went on, the more this group started believing they belonged here. Now they had one last chance to prove it. Through my eyes, it looked like a group that had learned exactly what the international standard required, and now wanted one more crack at it. Not just to compete, not just to hang in the fight, but to prove something. To prove this program belonged on this stage. To prove country rugby could stand up against genuine international opposition. And for some of the boys who toured Fiji the year before, this meant more than that. Every meeting, every session, every bit of detail through the week had built towards this moment. One final chance to leave a mark on this tour. Day 7 started off with a short video review before the boys split off once again. Forwards onto the grass, backs down onto the beach. Running shape, walking through movements, keeping things flowing. Nothing overly intense. The work had already been done physically. Now it was about making sure everything felt natural come game day. The rest of the day was spent recovering, switching off where possible, but even while things stayed relaxed, there was a feeling around the group that focus was tightening again.
Alright, can you please spell accommodate?
ACCOMADATE.
Incorrect. On to the next.
Sweet.
Day 8 followed a similar rhythm. Another Fiji focus review session, breaking down their strengths, their weaknesses, and the way they like to play. But more importantly, how to stop it. The plan was clear, but to me, this was the point where you could really see how much detail international rugby requires. Every scenario had discussion around it. What happens if momentum swings? What happens if shape breaks down? What happens under pressure? Nothing was left to chance. Captain's Run. Final session before the big game of the tour. We headed to the same ground where Fiji would be waiting for us the next day. And from where I stood, every single player looked switched on. The session was sharp, loud, clinical. All week had been building toward this moment. The chance to beat an international opponent. The last opportunity on tour to prove what Stockman country rugby really was. And there was way more behind this game than just the scoreboard. So this became an opportunity to send a message. That this program belonged here, that this team could compete here. And through my eyes, those boys who had experienced Fiji the year before carried a different edge about them. Yes, bodies were hurting, yes, fatigue was there, but nobody backed away from the work. Shape kept getting run, movements kept getting repeated. Not to overwork the body, but to make sure everything became instinctive. So when pressure came the next day, the reactions would already be there.
Yeah, off me.
Yeah, attacking boys. Yeah. Stockies, baby. Let's go.
Like any other game day, it felt different like the one before. The entire group stayed together, no man left behind. We all headed down to the beach one last time for a final connection piece, soaking in the moment, soaking in each other's company, understanding the opportunities sitting in front of them. But eventually, the waiting stops, and before long, it's time to head to the stadium. From where I stood, the mood was calm but determined. Nobody looked overwhelmed, nobody looked scared, they all just looked ready. Inside the sheds, the focus was intense. It honestly felt like a grand final environment. Laser focused faces, minimal talking, everyone understanding the task ahead. Even the weather couldn't settle itself. It would rain, then sunshine, then another shower would roll through, but nothing distracted this group. Warm-up stayed sharp. The focus never drifted because everybody knew what this game represented. This wasn't just Fiji. This was an opportunity to prove Stockman belonged against a genuine international opposition, and Fiji brought exactly the challenge everyone expected. They were fast, fearless, explosive. A side capable of turning any loose ball into points within minutes. Compared to Japan, the physicality lifted immediately. The collisions were heavier, the contact more direct, but the biggest difference was how we as Stockman stayed composed inside the chaos. Fiji wanted speed and broken play. Stockman wanted structure. And as the game unfolded, the structure started winning. The scrum became a huge weapon. Experience started showing itself. The pressure up front kept building. And once momentum started swinging our way, the confidence grew with it. We struck first, but Fiji answered soon after. For a moment, it felt like this game could turn into a shootout, but from there, the response was immense. Defensively, the group was courageous all night. Whenever Fiji looked dangerous, someone stepped up. A tackle, a turnover, a shutdown moment. And every time Fiji threatened momentum, Stockman found a way to take it back. Then came the pivotal moment, Nossi finishing in the corner of a scrum shape. To me, that moment there was when the group realised this game was here to win. Not comfortably, not safely, but controllably, as long as focus stayed where it needed to be. And unlike previous opposition, Fiji began fading, but Stockman didn't. The concentration stayed high, the energy stayed high, the physicality stayed high. For the full 80 minutes, this group stayed connected. And as the game went on, something else started happening too. The crowd started turning. At first, many people up in the stands didn't know who the Stockmen were, but big moments changed crowds. Big tackles, scrum dominance, set-piece tries. The cheers kept growing louder and louder as the game went on, not just from the sideline, but from everyone watching around the country as well. Families, friends, country clubs back home. People watching this group proved something bigger than themselves. And with that comes the final score, which read 20-5 to the Stockmen. And when the full time came, the emotion hit instantly. Hugs everywhere, handshakes, moments of disbelief, and moments of realization too. Realization of how special this program actually is, because this wasn't just another win. This was the first time Australian country Stockman Rugby had defeated a genuine international representative side. A monumental moment for the program. But more importantly, it was a message. A message to the wider rugby community that this group belongs, that country rugby belongs, and that this program is far more than just a group of country boys coming together for a tour. We came to compete, and through my eyes, they proved exactly that.
Let's try it. Woo!